Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, May something, I don't know, 20 something. Days kind of meld together during these times, so thought I'd give you an update on my garden. Have a little extra time to work on it, so it looks a little better than most years, which isn't saying a whole lot. Okay, so over here I got my side. I dug this up here. I just had a bunch of yard waste that I cleaned up, so maybe the dirt will be nice from it decomposing. I have mostly potatoes growing over here. We had some that started to go to seed or grow the roots off of it that we didn't eat in time, so I just planted them, see what happens. This came up on its own this year. Not sure what this is. This is either parsley or celery. I don't even know if it's any good, if it'll be edible or not. And all this dirt here, I threw in some oregano, rosemary, parsley maybe. My green onion's in its second year and going to seed, so I threw some more green onion seed down. I had some cilantro pop up, but it's already gone to seed. It's pretty much pointless to grow cilantro here. It doesn't get to any size at all before it goes straight to seed. So also have some kale, that second year, so it also has gone to seed. Last year it went to seed also, or 2 years ago, and the pods grow nicely. Seems like I'm going to get a lot of seeds, and then they either burst open or something eats all them, and I don't think I got a single kale seed off of it last time, so I'm hoping it goes a little better. If anybody has any tips on how to save these seeds, I'd appreciate it, because I really just have no idea. Over here is the main part of the garden. Looking really good. Got all the weeds out of it, so I'm hoping to do pretty well here. A few years ago we had a helicopter land in the garden and start to grow a tree, so my son made me leave it, and it's doing pretty good. Told him it can't stay. Once it gets too big, then it has to come out, because I'm not going to let it affect the garden, block the sun. I already have this tree here blocking the sun in the morning, which isn't bad. I still get probably good, the rest of the day basically. The sun hits the front of hits this garden, so. But anyway, this circle area here is going to be squash. Yellow squash, zucchini, some kind of new one called, I think, lemon drop from Burpee. I started some of them inside, so they're starting up. Don't have many of them. Started them from seed in case the ones that I started inside don't work. Another one that I started inside. This one got real leggy, so I don't know how it's going to do, but anyway. That's the story on those. The front of the garden here, not really sure what's going to end up happening here. It had melons I planted, but I don't know if they're even going to come up. But my brother gave me some black corn seed, so we're going to try that just because why not. Then in the front we have, what did I put here? A couple boonie peppers that I just planted, so I'm hoping there's still enough time for those, but they just started. Another pepper plant there. Got a cucumber plant here. Started indoors. It started off rough, but seems to be coming back pretty nicely. More black corn, more black corn. Another pepper plant there. And then my eggplant, which I started indoors and did really well, so I'm really happy with this one. So that's going to be the eggplant. Over on the armoire here, I'm going to, for the entrance here, I'm going to grow cucumbers up the post here. I do have a bird feeder that is growing many sunflower plants, which isn't really what I wanted. So I have to either get rid of the bird feeder or pick those pretty much daily. The back row is going to be my favorite, the beefsteak tomatoes. This one really took off indoors, so I'm happy with that. It's already got some tomatoes on it, so that makes me happy. And I got a whole bunch of littler ones. Should be doing just fine here soon. So I should have plenty of tomatoes. And then speaking of plenty of tomatoes, I also had some really old, they were patio tomato ones. I just threw into a cup and I swear every one of them germinated. So I have these three, this one over here. It's in a smaller pot, so I don't know how much I'll get off of that one. Those are all patio tomatoes. And then I also had, if anybody's seen my previous video, my habanero situation this year. Couldn't find any seeds, so I just bought an habanero plant, cut it in half, and planted it, and got a whole bunch. So I have a few of those growing in pots. And I think I also have some jalapeno. A couple of these might be jalapeno, I'm not sure. All my other pepper plants all died. I did a terrible job growing them in pots and cups. None of the cups drained, and they all basically died. Another patio tomato. And our lemon tree, which is not looking great, but is still already putting on lemons. Now most of these will drop off, but it's a good sign, still putting on lemons. And here's the other side. Sorry for the shadow. Sun's coming up today, which is nice. Finally getting some good weather. Anyway, here I'm going to be growing a couple cucumbers, and then I also put in a couple pepper plants, I think. I'm not even sure. Those are starting to come up. I also have my raspberries. I might get rid of these some year. We barely eat them. They don't grow that great. They attract the bugs. But they were fun. We got in the front here, we got some onion. I started growing inside our house, so we just came out and planted them. And we also have some turnips. Turnips are looking good. I could probably go ahead and eat some of those. Maybe have some of those for lunch today. Really big one back there. And I grew two types of pea plants. Regular pea pods and the snap peas. For some reason, don't know if it's because of the cold snap we have stunted its growth or what it was. The snap peas are barely growing, but as you can see, putting on plenty of flowers. So that's not really an issue right now. And then the larger one grew much bigger, and I don't really understand why there's such a difference. But I already got some peas growing. That makes me happy. Maybe about a week away from eating the peas. And over here we have some black carrots. Didn't have a good germination rate, so I only got a couple of those. Garlic that started growing in the house that we didn't get to in time. Still got some weeding to do on this side. And then regular carrots, doing pretty well. Now these I gotta worry about the deer, so that's why I have bird netting over it. It's deterred them in the past, so hopefully it will again. And then here, where all my pepper plants will be, way behind on these, so unfortunately I don't think I'll have a whole lot of production. I got some bell peppers in here, habaneros, a couple other hot peppers. So we'll see what happens with those. And unfortunately I did not get to this part of the garden this year I guess my dream someday is to get it dug up, but if I couldn't do it this year with all the free time, I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it. And then the last thing I have growing is the asparagus. This is now probably on its 6th or 7th year and doing pretty well. Going to seed already. Don't know really how that works, if those seeds are something I can use to plant more or what, but anyway, there's the asparagus. So that's the garden so far this year. Hope everybody likes it. I like to make these videos basically for my own record of the garden, so I can see how it grows, what I do right, what I do wrong, and if anybody happens to watch it with suggestions and can give me any hints on what to do better, that's always appreciated, or on the off chance that somebody happens to learn something, that's always great. So anyway, if anybody wants to leave a like, that'd be great. Comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, or like I said, I'm always open to suggestions. I'm not exactly an expert. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well, and until next time.